So, Borderlands 4 has been out for a few days now, right? And there's been a lot of talk about it on the internet, and rightfully so. Now, when it comes to the game itself, the game purely ignoring the issues that we're going to get into in this video, because that is mainly what this whole entire video is about, right? Even though it's about Randy Pitchford and how much of a dumbass he is, it's still also about the issues surrounding Borderlands 4, right? But if we take the optimization issues out, the game's really fun. It is really, really great, okay? I've been playing it over the last few days. The open world, for the first time, like, Borderlands has gone with this completely open world scheme, and it's done really well. Gameplay is fun, the world is great to explore, all the different things you can do in the world. It doesn't feel like too much is going on, like I have to do every single little thing in the world. All the quests are good, and I'm not too far in the story as far as a lot of other people are, but so far I enjoy the story especially a lot better than Borderlands 3, okay? The writing in Borderlands 4 has improved a lot from Borderlands 3, but obviously now let's bring the issues into this game. The issues that the game has been facing predominantly is optimization, okay? And the scrutiny surrounding this, rightfully so, okay? I myself, in this PC right here, right, in this big thing, there is a decent PC running in there. I am running, just so we go over this, an AMD Ryzen 9 5900X. That's a 12-core processor, 64 gigabytes of RAM. I'm running the game on my SSD, and I also have a 3080 Ti as a graphics card, okay? That's a good PC right there. That right there, that's some good shit, okay? That's some good stuff. But despite that, I have still been struggling with frames, okay? I've still been struggling with frames. The game struggles to hold 60 frames per second. And then when it is a lot going on, it dips to, like, there's been a lot of times where it's dipped to 30 FPS, okay? It shouldn't happen. Shit like that should not fucking happen. And when something like that does come, a lot of the times, the gaming company, okay, they come out and they acknowledge that, hey, this is going on. We really hate this going on. We're doing our absolute best to fix this. Now, I think that this shit shouldn't happen in the first place, all right? This has happened too much with UE5. Way too much. It's like these fucking companies forget how to fucking optimize a game, okay? If you know anything about modeling, game development, optimization is not that hard, okay? Optimization, I'm not going to get into it too much, but there's something called LODs, okay? And if you know anything, if you don't know, look up what LODs are. But if you do know what they are, that is one great way to solve art optimization. It's a great way to solve optimization. And there's so many other different ways that you can do optimization as well. I've seen so many over many years, okay? The fact that we have this much of a fucking problem in UE5, especially with a game like Borderlands that is very heavy on the art style, it doesn't need to have this realistic looking game, okay? It could be developed in fucking Unity with this art style and it'll still be great. But like I said, is that one thing that happens a lot of times when these companies make these games that are badly optimized, they come out and they acknowledge this, okay? What has Borderlands done? Now, it's not Gearbox itself, because that's the development team behind Borderlands, okay? But it is the fucking CEO, Randy Pitchford. I can't stand this man. I have been a fan of Borderlands for over 10 years now. I fucking love this franchise. I love the games. Borderlands 2 specifically, one of my favorite games of all time. I've played every single one. I've finished every single one of their games, except for Tiny Tina's Wonderland. That's actually the only game that I did not finish. But this man, he needs to shut the fuck up, okay? He has been tweeting constantly, ever since this fucking game has run out, running his fucking mouth about this optimization in one of the worst ways possible. And I think this is the tipping point for me, okay? I think that he put out this massive tweet, this massive thread that we are going to go through in this video right now, okay? It's been a while coming up to this video. I know I've been rambling for a little bit, but I need to get to it because it's so much pent-up energy that I've had for this man over the last few days. And this right here is the fucking tipping point. I'm done with this guy. I can't fucking stand this man. This is the tweet that he put out, okay? And usually I take screenshot of this, but there's so much, I'm just like putting it up on my screen. I'm recording it as we go, and we're just going to scroll through it. First, he said, every PC gamer must accept the reality of the relationship between their hardware and what the software they are running is doing. Randy. I have seen so many people talk about how they are running 50 series graphics cards, okay? And they cannot run this game stably. There have been so many people who have come out to offer fixes for this, and you know one of the fixes that you can do for this game, you have to actually go into the written settings inside your documents. I can't remember, into like the user settings, I think it is, that isn't available in the game in order to turn some fucking things down. Shouldn't have to do that to help optimize the game and get more frames in my fucking game. What the hell are you talking about? There are people, all right, you shouldn't have to upgrade every fucking time, like every couple years. There are games, you look at fucking Silk Song that just came out, okay? You could be running a 10 series and you could still fucking run that game, and you could play that game well, and the optimization is great on it, okay? You shouldn't have to fucking buy a 50 series. My 3080 Ti with my processor should still be able to run this fucking game well, okay? I don't expect 200 frames per second, but I at least expect to run 60 FPS when I am running every single setting on fucking low. What are you talking? You're talking out of your ass. And then he goes on saying we have had an amazing and fun and huge looter shooter campaign game. The game is pretty damn optimal. No, it's fucking not. Which means that the software is doing what we want without wasteful cycles on bad processes. Fuck, I want to headbutt this fucker. With Borderlands 4, every PC gamer has a lot of tools to balance their preferences between FPS resolution and rendering features. If you aren't happy with the balance between these things you are experiencing, please tune to your preferences using the tools available to you. Randy, everything is on low for me. Everything is on low. Some things are off. Fuck. What do you want me to do next? Get a NASA PC? We appreciate the incredibly high degree of passion and excitement there is for the game we have been developing for over 6 years. We know strong feelings lead to strong opinions. We hear you and see you. You obviously fucking don't. For a campaign looter shooter, it's absolutely reasonable for developers to focus on default settings, achieving 30 FPS on minimum specification and 60 FPS on recommended specification. Let's look at the recommended specification for this game, okay? We're doing it right here. All right, we're here live. Recommended Intel Core i7. I don't run Intel. AMD Ryzen 7 5800X, 32 gigabytes of RAM, and a 3080. I am running, right, and this game is on my SSD as well. I am running AMD Ryzen 9 5900X with a 3080 Ti, 64 gigabytes of RAM. And Randy, I am struggling to get 60 frames per second. What the fuck are you on about? You're talking out of your goddamn fucking ass. I'm sorry, but in the year 2025 as well, 60 FPS should be fucking minimum, not 30. Have you seen this game on 30? Whenever this game hits down to 30 FPS, it gives me a fucking headache. It is a mistake to believe or expect that PCs between minimum specification and recommended specification can achieve all of the extremely high frame rate, maximum ultra features. You're a fucking idiot. If that last post makes you have a negative reaction, I bet you have emotions, expectations that you feel aren't sufficiently attended to you. I'm sorry, but please accept that the game is doing a lot and running pretty optimally, and that you may have to either accept some trade-offs between FPS features and resolution as your preference, or you will continue to be disappointed. And then, like, I think I'm going to have to cut it there, because this man just keeps on going on and on. He even says here, if you are so attached to the idea that DLSS is bad for your game experience because of something you saw or read on the internet, I'm sorry. I hope instead you would use the technologies designed to give you the experience you want. Randy. I am running the game on low. I'm running it on DLSS. All right, DLSS. There's only 2 S's, not 3. I am running everything that I should with the recommended specifications that are given for this game. I'm running above the recommended specifications. I've seen people running better specifications than what I have. And fuck me, I am struggling to get 60 FPS. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, I'm sorry that you have a NASA PC at home because you're a goddamn fucking millionaire, but some of us can't afford to run these fucking NASA PCs, and even some people are. They're struggling to do it. And I love the replies to this because these replies are great. This guy right here sums this up. Hey, Randy. First, I just want to say I love BL4. I've never been captured by the previous titles. This one hits differently. I'm begging you to stop tweeting. Your game runs like garbage. I know it's not okay, especially when also it runs at an extreme below resolution on consoles, while at the same time looking worse than Borderlands 2. You made a bad game on a bad engine with a bad approach and even worse arrogance. Those are the facts. Yes. Now, I don't agree with him saying it's a bad game, okay? The game itself, okay? If you've played the game over the last few days, you have to admit, all right? Despite its issues, despite the optimization issues, it's a really great game, okay? I think that if it wasn't for the optimization issues, game would be 8 or 9 out of 10, okay? That's what I would say. But because of these optimization issues, it's like a 6, 7 out of 10. And if you wanted to rate it lower, because of how bad the optimization is, especially if you have like a PC that's not like mine, or, you know, whatever it may be, or apparently console has been pretty bad, I wouldn't fucking blame you either. I wouldn't blame you. If anything, maybe you might say that my rating is too high. That's because I've loved Borderlands for, like I said, over 10 years, and I've played every single one of their fucking titles, okay? That's why. But this man, Randy, he has got to be, like, you know how we see so many CEOs in the gaming industry and they come out and they say stupid shit? This man just, like, at least with them, they say stupid stuff and then they just disappear back into their offices. This man just doesn't shut the fuck up. He just keeps on tweeting over and over and over and over, and I'm getting sick of it. Someone take his phone away, okay? He's like, it's like, you know how Kanye West, when he keeps tweeting out and people are just like, Kanye, someone please take Kanye's phone away. Please, he's going insane. It's the exact same with fucking Randy, okay? Someone take his phone away. I don't know who needs to take his phone away. Does he have a wife? If he has a wife, please take his phone away. For God, for everything that is great in this world, someone fucking take his phone away. Delete his Twitter. It's pissing me off. It's pissing a lot of other people off. But I would definitely like to hear what you guys think about this down below. Have you played Borderlands 4 over the last few days? Are you enjoying the game? If not, is it because of the optimization issues, or is it because of something else? I would like to hear about that down below. What do you think of Randy? Do you want to give him a stone cold Steve Austin stunner like I do? That's going to be from me. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Peace out.